up, peeps? It's your girl Dash coming back to you from Real Takes. Well, it looks like we have an extended trailer for Season 3's Black Lightning. I'm excited. Now, you already know, I want to say about, a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I did a teaser. And teaser, I might add, it was no more than 10 seconds, I stated in the reaction. And it went very quickly. It was a couple of things I caught, but with the extended trailer, I feel like we'll get definitely a lot more and kind of see what's going to be happening throughout the season. So you know what? With that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll see the rest of my thoughts at the end, you guys. Ooh, Jefferson looks rough.
We are prisoners.
What in the world?
I wanted to let you know that your parents will not be returning home tonight. All these soldiers arresting anybody they want. They don't care nothing about our community.
Oh my God, he has something around his neck?
There's a clear and present Markovian threat. Consider this protective custody.
Oh, okay.
The greater good of the country.
Oh, that's right.
This country is on the brink of war.
Wait a minute, who is that?
All we got is us. It's way too dangerous.
Who is that?
Anissa could be dead.
She could be. Put Freeland on lockdown.
Oh,
You got them coming from all sides.
I know that's right.
People are saying don't find things dead.
Suzaki is. The truth is so rare. And so dangerous. How much worse does it have to get, Lynn?
Oh, snap. Oh, look at him.
My patience is running thin. You want to see me when I lose my patience? I'd like to see that. Just not now.
Alright, you guys, this trailer gave me a lot more than I was expecting, and literally then some. This is a lot to unpack, but it makes me excited for the new season, because when we left off with the last season, the big bad to look forward to for the new one was the Markovians. I'm curious, and I said it in the teaser, who is the big bad? I know we got introduced to a couple of the guys, you know, his little henchmen, whomever, him or her, you know what I mean, I assume, who's in charge. Clearly they are a threat, being the fact that, of course, Agent Odell has made that abundantly clear when he decided to show up unannounced, you know, at the Pierce family's, you know, home, and let it be known, whichever he, of course, knows, you know, their secret, you know, so it's you know, it's no way around it. They're going to have to team up, work together, even though they don't want to. Of course, Lynn, and I said it from the beginning, he snuff her out. He knows when someone's lying. Deep down, she knew it. She tried her best to hide it. It is what it is. It makes for a very intense situation going into season 3. Clearly now, they're, of course, both her and Jefferson are literally a little bit on lockdown. They can't do anything. And I think the reason they're going along with this is because they don't want to put their 2 kids into a certain danger. Also, from the way it looks like Gambi is staying under the radar, and it's probably a good thing because they could utilize him outside better if Agent Odell thought that he was, of course, still alive. So that means he's been around that particular group of people he worked for, so he knows what to need to do to stay basically hidden. I'm curious to see what it is they're doing with him. Clearly, poor Jefferson, he looks so rough. So, you know, time has lapsed. We can clearly tell just from the way he looks that something, I don't know if they're, you know, testing his powers, what they're doing with him. You know, you'd almost think some sort of form of torture, but I don't think they want to do it to that point because they don't know his true powers. He could be holding back too. Also, with the girls being outside, of course, Gambi's going to look out for them, whatever. He's considered like an uncle to them. He's considered family, literally. So he'll make sure they're well taken care of. Of course, Jennifer's going to have to try to just kind of lay a low profile. Going to school, you clearly see her uniform. She's going to school. Get into certain things, clearly. It looked like she was getting into a fight. Something escalated with some kid in the school in one of the scenes, you know, quick scenes that showed on screen. You see that Agent Odell must have gave instructions for them not to do anything, but it looks like, of course, Anissa is not following those rules, and she's going to take on her other persona. You know, it looks like she has a better caped way of keeping herself kind of probably hidden a little bit with the mask, whichever. I'm loving that. I'm wondering what's going on because you see how certain individuals have kind of infiltrated it looks like to be the police force, the police department with Henderson, And let me just say, I'm going to post this picture because I kept staring at his face after I, did the reaction. I had to go back and check his face again in the trailer. And it is, I want to say his name is Robert B. Duncan. Or I could be saying it incorrectly. I hope I'm not getting his name wrong. Whichever. I want to say Charles B. Duncan. Excuse me. He was on the Jamie Foxx show. I remember him specifically from that. He's been in many other things, but that's the thing that first came to my mind because as soon as I saw his side view or whichever. So excuse me for saying his name wrong correctly, but yes. So I'm wondering to know, where does he fit into this? Is he working with the Maccovias, whichever? Poor Jefferson. Henderson. Excuse me. Is kind of in a rough patch there as well. And of course you hear them saying, where is Black Lightning? So of course he clearly doesn't know what's going on. Eventually he's going to probably get in contact with Gambi, or Gambi will find a way to get in contact with him, whichever. He's just going to have to lay low for a minute, whatever, so he can figure out what they need to do with why they're being infiltrated the way they are. As you see, Odell said, put Freeland on lockdown. So he's trying to control the whole daggone town. It's going to get really interesting. I love the setup for this because I feel like these are going to be the first couple of episodes, maybe somewhere between 5 to 7 episodes are going to be really getting into it. Then we'll start seeing things kind of slowly unravel, might get introduced to, like I said, the big bad, hopefully somewhere midway through the season. I also want to know what's going to happen with Tobias Will. Did you see how he looked? Oh my goodness, he's looking a little rough. Oh my gosh, you can tell when you're sitting there and you have nothing else to do with your time, you have nothing to read and all that, your mind wanders, clearly. So you can only imagine the things he's just thinking, plotting, whatever he plans to do once he gets out of there. He is going to be more ferocious. Even whoever this Macovia is might be a threat, but this one right here, he's on a whole nother level. I'm here for him. I'm looking forward to seeing Cronin do his damn thing because I've been enjoying him for season 1 and season 2, whichever. I wanted him to get caught, and get some of his just dues, but I don't want to keep a good villain down, whatever and all that. It brings a little extra life to the show, whatever, when it fits the purpose of the storyline. I wanted just to be releasing him, whatever. I want to see how it's going to happen. Other thing I did notice, there's a particular individual who looks like he has powers, and he or she, but I want to think it's a guy, laced up, cloaked down with clothes, whatever, and has some sort of goggles on. And that particular superpower, I'm intrigued. So of course you see where Jennifer's like, she's been, she could be killed, and Gambi said that's right, she could be. But something of course makes us know, really, she's not gonna be killed. I hate when they do stuff like that because we know it's just a part of the storyline. We know full well Nefessa Williams, aka Anissa, aka Blackbird, is not going nowhere. So I'm not even tripping off of that. But I'm looking forward to seeing who this individual is. That's interesting. Force field opens up, whatever wall he was in, he comes walking right through. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm looking forward to being introduced to that. Also, one thing I didn't talk about during my teaser was another thing. I feel like it's some loose ends, whichever, which we'll probably eventually get into when things kind of calm down, is where the hell is Grace? I want to know what's happening with her, and I want to know what she is. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of that somewhere down the line before the end of the season, whichever, because I really want to know, and I really want her to have, a little fun, a little, happy time, with, the girl she loves. So that would be nice. But yes, I want to see what's going to happen with Jefferson. Definitely also with Jen and Anissa, figuring out what they're going to do, whichever, because I like that Jennifer looks like she's helping Gambi, definitely, behind the scenes, whichever. She's going to definitely use her powers. We already know that. Hopefully Piranha's around somewhere so she can still help her, make sure she can control her powers the right way, whichever, move forward. It looks like she might be trying to control them. You see a scene where she looks like she's some sort of barn, she's kind of seeing how she can levitate or float, whatever, I don't know, but it's like, hey, practice makes perfect. So let's hope that's what she's doing, so when the time comes and she has to be ready, she's ready. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from this extended trailer. It looks awesome. I am so ready for the new season. You all know when I do it, and I say this again, I'm gonna make note of this because I've noticed recently a couple people have been going to some old actual television shows, like other shows I've done, whatever, where it clearly says review, with discussion. I don't do the live reaction, whichever. Got to be very careful because a lot of the different channels, they tug down, and if it's not within a certain, for fair use, I don't have time to even entertain all that nonsense because I'm not going to keep uploading stuff because I've done that before and they have just flagged it. So I just refuse, to get any copyright claims. So when I do my weekly reactions to Black Lightning, I will talk about it. And throughout that, certain scenes, I might give you all a little bit of a video or little clips that happen for scenes that I thought were really good. So you'll see it in that format. I'm not getting into that because I'm, right, just like I stated, I don't do Patreon, so this is my way of doing it the way I like to do it, whichever. And some people don't mind it, so hopefully if you all want to come in, discuss with me from time to time, whichever, by all means, I would love to go back and forth, whatever, but those reactions live, that's not happening on here. I'm going to do it this way, whichever, because at least one thing, when I do it this way, they ain't got nothing to say. And that's how I like it. So, but anyway, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you all think about this extended trailer. What are you all looking forward to? Certain particular characters, all of the season. Just let me know in the comment section. And with that said, I will see you guys really on the first episode review. Should be coming over, so we have less than 2 weeks. I will see you guys then. You guys take care.